The recent release of Swift's album coincided with the announcement of her engagement to Travis. Every action that Kelce takes has been scrutinized by her devoted followers on social media, which has caused a firestorm. In addition, the month of October brought about a particularly intriguing turn of events when the pop superstar sent special album packages to a select group of recipients. Among these recipients was one individual whose inclusion has everyone talking about the possibility of shade and hidden messages. Swift's 12th studio project, The Life of a Showgirl, was released on October 3rd, and it immediately broke records. It became the album that was streamed the most on Spotify in a single day this year, reaching that milestone in less than 11 hours. As a result of the accompanying theatrical release party event, which brought in more than $15 million, 0 cents, on opening day, movie theaters received a much-needed boost after a disappointing summer box office season. Swift collaborated with producers Max Martin and Shellback, reinforcing her relationship with the hit-making duo that was responsible for some of her most successful songs and the collection of 12 songs that she has released. During her appearance on Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast, where she also revealed the album artwork for the first time while his brother Jason screamed with excitement, Swift described all of the songs on 42 Minutes as bangers. The album includes both accessible pop anthems and literary ballads. Rolling Stone received 5 stars from critics, while other publications were less enthusiastic about the album. Additionally, some fans took issue with lyrics that they found to be cringeworthy, despite the fact that Swift's albums are recommended by experts. It typically takes some time for listeners to fully appreciate the layers and complexities that she incorporates into her songwriting. Charts were dominated by the album from a commercial standpoint. Swift is the solo artist who has the most #1 albums in the history of the music industry. She has surpassed previous records and become the album that has been consumed the most in a single week, with sales surpassing Adele's previous accomplishments. Although the pre-saved numbers were greater than 6 million, they broke records that were previously held by her own Tortured Poets Department release. Swift addressed offensive rumors during a radio interview with the BBC. When asked if this would be her final album before getting married, she responded sharply by saying that people don't get married to quit their jobs. She also explained that Travis supports her passion for creating music just as she supports his football career, which connects them on a deeper level than just a romantic relationship. Swift's vintage-inspired fashion choices, such as T-length dresses, pearls, muted florals, and soft curls, reminiscent of mid-century domesticity, were praised as romantic by some fans, while others expressed concern about their long-term relationship. The announcement of Swift's engagement in August sparked debates among fans to discuss Swift's evolving aesthetic, with publications such as The Atlantic declaring that Taylor Swift's fairy tale is over, and The New Yorker questioning whether audiences still embrace Swift when she is happy. The Bachelorette heroine has undergone a transformation. Swift gushed about her engagement ring while she was appearing on The Tonight Show. She stated that it doesn't feel normal and expressed her amazement that this person is the one she gets to hang out with, ever making that the true victory, while the ring is merely a symbol of their commitment to working together. Furthermore, she related a hilarious tale about Travis's mistaken belief that someone else was the director. The incorrect woman was being told by Greta Gerwig during her tour show during the London era. Despite the fact that he was pointing at Swift and expressing his affection for Barbie, he did not realize until much later, after viewing videos on the internet, that he had been dancing with the real Gerwig the entire night without even realizing it. Subscribing will allow you to watch all of the drama as it happens. This 89-minute event featured cut-by-cut explanations of her creative inspiration, as well as the premiere of Her Fate of Alia music video, which she directed herself. She also reunited with Eras tour dancers and backup singers whom she trusted with the secret music before filming, because they demonstrated during the 2-year stadium run that they were able to keep things under wraps. The theatrical release party was held over the course of 3 days in 3,700 locations, including all AMC theaters, as well as Cinemark and Regal chains. Swift has stated that she has experienced fear of missing out, FOMO, while watching the VIP tent each night during her performances. This tent is where celebrities and friends gather to watch Swift perform on stage. Swift is now shifting her attention to the planning of her wedding. Despite the fact that she made a joke on Late Night with Seth Meyers about invitation strategies, she also talked about her recent obsession with baking sourdough bread and the peculiar moment when her head of security called about Zoe Kravitz's snake escaping during the evacuation of the Palisades from the fire. Patrick Mahomes posted a slow-motion video of himself celebrating his team's victory over the Raiders by a score of 312-0. Touchdown footage from the new album, which was accompanied by Opalite by Taylor Swift, sparked comments from football fans as well as Swifties who came together to express their consensus regarding the quarterback's musical choice, with many referring to him as MV3 plus Swiftie, while others simply got a vibe from his playlist selection, which hit in a different way than the typical hype rap or stadium anthems. There have been multiple sightings of Taylor Swift at Chiefs home games throughout the months of September and October. One of these sightings occurred on October 12th when she was seen hanging out with WNBA star Caitlin Clark in the luxury box cheering on an opponent. As Kansas City continued their winning streak, the couple became engaged when Taylor Swift sent beautifully curated boxes containing the vinyl, handwritten notes, and exclusive merchandise to celebrities and friends such as Serena Williams, Jenna Bush Hager, and Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Patrick Mahomes, who plays alongside Travis on the Chiefs roster. The album package distribution became a topic of conversation. It was one particular recipient that stood out, prompting fans to immediately begin speculation about the possibility of shade. The singer and actress Teyana Taylor was the individual in question. At first, the connection between Swift and Teyana Taylor appeared to be perplexing due to the fact that they are not signed to the same label and work in different genres. This led people to wonder why she was the recipient of this exclusive gift. The explanation involves messy drama stretching back to October 2024 when Kayla Nicole went on Angel Reese's Unapologetically Angel podcast and began sharing a story about dating an NBA player years ago who left her via text message for a famous singer-actress at the time. On the other hand, Nicole, who was so humiliated by the fact that she dressed up as that woman for Halloween that year, subsequently deleted the photographs that she had taken of herself in that costume. Internet detectives went to work examining Nicole's old social media accounts, where they discovered pictures of her dressed as Teyana in the iconic Fade music video look. This led everyone to the conclusion that the mystery basketball player must be Iman Shumpert, who was Teyana's ex-husband and the father of her two daughters. After Nicole's comments on her podcast went viral, Teyana responded on Instagram, essentially confirming the suspicions that had been raised. She also rebutted the notion that she was being referred to as someone who was famous at the time. She used Swift's song Shake It Off as the background music for her response post, and she referred to Nicole's words as being offensive and uncalled for in comments that she later deleted. Teyana wrote that everyone else is allowed to play and behave in an unappealing manner. The fact that she moves gracefully is not a problem. However, when she wants to have some fun as a Sagittarius, it becomes a problem. It is also important to note that the Iman part has not been relevant since. Nicole knew exactly what she was doing when she chose those particular words, despite the fact that she is now divorced and content with her situation. Is aware that people would investigate and immediately associate Teyana's name with meaningless things. The timeline is significant because Teyana Shumpert first met in 2011, began dating in 2013, got married in 2016, and had their first child prior to that. Nicole insisted that this occurred 10 years ago and that it was a crazy decision that she does not condone today, despite the fact that her Halloween costume was released in 2016, which led some people to speculate about overlapping relationships. While Nicole dated Travis Kelce on and off from 2017 until 2022 before he began dating Taylor Swift in 2023, Teyana filed for divorce in 2023, and the divorce was finalized in July 2024. Teyana is currently dating actor Aaron Pierre. At roughly the same time, Nicole started expressing her dissatisfaction with Swift's fan base, accusing them of being hostile and threatening her. Let's fast forward to October 2025 when Taylor Swift sends that special album package to Teyana. It seems to be a calculated move to show support for someone who shares a common frustration with Nicole, given that Swift has been involved with both women's respective men in the past. When Teyana posted a thank you Instagram story that has since been deleted, she included a photo with the caption, "Thank you, Tay." Fans immediately connected dots, suggesting that this was strategic shade, considering the history between Teyana and Nicole over Shumpert. One user wrote, "Now Taylor, I'm screaming 2025 really hates to see a Taylor coming." This was just one of the many reactions that erupted on social media as users attempted to piece together the complicated connections. While another person posted, "These petty Taylors, haha, those are some divas." However, another individual made the observation that it is actually strategic, taking into consideration the lore between Teyana and Travis's ex-girlfriend Kayla. Nicole explaining that they had beef